Okay, so have you ever imagined yourself like teeing off, and I don't know about you, but like the old course at St. Andrews, like that's gotta be
Oh, the home of golf,
the
absolutely.
dream, right? To like feel that history
Uh,
and the wind like whispering through the dunes as you're lining up your shot.
Gotta be incredible. Bucket list stuff.
Totally.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we're diving into today. It's all about these incredible golf trips, the ones you dream about, the bucket list courses. And get this,
Mm.
we found a company that actually puts it all together for you. The Ultimate Golf Challenge, they call themselves.
Fun golf trips, that's their thing. I was checking out their website earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and let me tell you, it's seriously tempting stuff. They've got the Philippines in 2025, Cambodia the year after that, even something called a Masters Tour in 27. It's pretty wild.
See, and this is what I love about like digging into this stuff. You find these hidden gems, these companies that are like making these dreams a reality. But before we get lost in all the amazing trips, like let's take a step back and just appreciate what makes this kind of trip so special. You know,
Oh,
like why would a golfer, someone listening to this right now, trade their regular course for something, I don't know, a little more exotic?
that's a good question.
We've got this list here, 20 benefits of international golf adventures. And honestly, it's like they crawled inside a golfer's brain,
Mm.
playing these legendary courses you've only ever seen on TV, right? Experiencing totally different cultures between rounds. And then there's that, the friendly competition with your buddies.
Yeah, the camaraderie, for sure.
Exactly. And let's be real, those stunning locations, we're talking like tropical backdrops while you're trying to sink a putt.
Yeah.
It's the kind of scenery that almost makes you forget about that triple bogey, you
It's
know?
almost.
Almost.
Well, it's funny you should say all that because what really gets me about these trips is they go way beyond just checking off courses on your bucket list. It's the
Yes.
total package, right? The challenge of the course, the culture you soak up, even just hanging out with your buddies who love golf as much as you do. Picture this. You're playing around at Pebble Beach, the Pacific Ocean's right there beside you, and then, after you're done, you're swapping stories and trying local food with people who totally get it. That's something you just don't get at your local course on a Tuesday afternoon.
Speaking of Pebble Beach, I was going through this list of benefits, and there's one that stuck with me. It's that playing different courses, those really famous ones especially, it can make you a better golfer. Have
Oh,
you noticed that?
oh, absolutely. Without a doubt.
Like the different grasses, the climates, even the style of bunkers. It's like a whole other level.
It really is. You're basically cross-training for golf, you know?
Hmm.
Different courses demand different things from you. You have to adapt, change up your swing, rethink your strategy on the fly.
Right, right.
Come back from a trip like that, and you've got more than just souvenirs. You've got a whole new understanding of how to play the game.
Talk about a souvenir. That's a good one. But, okay, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, plane tickets booked and everything, we got to talk about the, let's say, hazards, the potential downsides to these international golf trips. The pros and cons.
Always two sides to every coin.
Exactly. And this list we have, it's pretty honest about some of the downsides. Like right off the bat, the cost, these trips aren't exactly budget friendly, are they?
Yeah, no sugarcoating there. It's a
Yeah,
big consideration for most people. I mean, it's just the reality.
totally. So how do people even swing it, so to speak?
Careful planning, that's key. I mean, that's always key. But in terms of these golf trips, there are usually options, right? Take this Ultimate Golf Challenge company, for example. They've got these different packages, some shorter, some longer, different price points. It's not just like, bam, here's one price, take it or leave it.
Okay, that makes me feel better. Because I was over here thinking I'd have to sell my car to afford a trip to Scotland.
Yeah, no, you don't have to go bankrupt for it. But what about the other stuff? You know, like the stress of travel, getting used to new places and all that, planning everything out.
No.
Did any of that worry you?
Well, yeah. I mean, it seems like a lot to figure out,
Yeah.
especially if you're going somewhere totally new.
It's definitely a valid concern. But that's where these tour companies really shine, I think. They take care of all that stuff, all the details, you know? Flights, transfers, booking tee times. They're like the pros of travel planning. And the other thing, they often have this inside knowledge about the best courses, even those hidden gems you wouldn't find on your own.
It's like having a caddy for your whole trip, right? Making sure you're prepped for every hole. And speaking of experts, we got to talk about the guys behind the Ultimate Golf Challenge, right? Tim Ireland and Colin Davey.
These guys aren't just golf enthusiasts. It's like golf is in their DNA.
Totally. Like Tim's resume, it's unbelievable. PGA member, he's been a touring pro. We're talking more than 20 years of experience.
Wow.
But then, and this is what got me really excited, he's also a certified coach in this thing called, are you familiar with this? The Croker golf system.
I've heard of it, yeah. Isn't that supposed to be like revolutionary or something?
That's what I'm hearing. It's this whole system, this unique method that's all about like the science of a golf swing, the biomechanics. People are saying it can totally change your game.
Okay, so this isn't just like some quick tip kind of thing.
No, no, no. This is like the real deal, like rebuilding your swing from the ground up.
Interesting.
And with Tim's background, these organized tours, right? Like even a pro-am at Pebble Beach.
Wait, hold on. A pro-am at Pebble Beach.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, for those of us who aren't, golf pros, what does that even mean?
Good point. Okay, so a pro-am, it's basically where they pair up amateur golfers with professionals.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like a once-in-a-lifetime chance to play with the best of the best, pick up some tips, maybe even, I don't know, make a friendly wager or two. But the fact that Tim organized one at Pebble Beach.
That's a big deal.
Huge.
Right.
Okay, so we've got Tim, the seasoned pro, and on the other side we have Colin. And he brings this whole other set of skills to the table.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What's Colin's story?
So he's also a certified Croker golf system coach, right? But get this, his background is as the CEO of Training. It's an online learning platform.
So they've got, like, the best of both worlds.
Exactly. Tim's got that deep understanding of the game, and then you got Colin with this innovative approach to learning, and I don't know about you, but this whole thing just screams fun.
Sign me up.
Right. So to wrap things up, we've talked about all these amazing golf adventures, right? The challenges, the good stuff, and how the Ultimate Golf Challenge, with Tim and Colin leading the charge, it just seems like the perfect way to experience it all.
They take all the guesswork out of it.
Yes, exactly. From those famous courses like St. Andrews to, like you were saying, those hidden gems you'd never find on your own. The world of golf is wide open. So here's my final thought for everyone listening. If you could design your ultimate golf getaway, where would you go? What would be on the itinerary? Championship course? Or maybe something a little more low-key, by the ocean. Whatever your dream is, keep it alive. And in the meantime, check out the Ultimate Golf Challenge website, see what trips they've got coming up. Who knows? Maybe we'll bump into each other on the green someday.